Hey, I'm Mike Logan.
I'm Garrett Elzinga, and this better be good.
You might hear the fervor of a wily public in the background, but that's because we always record live, but this one's real live, because we're recorded live from the Rickmobile at Gray Skies Distillery today.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with movies, but we love Rick and Morty, so...
We do.
We squeezed the Rickmobile into our recording day. That's what we did.
You won't be able to see it because this is still all audio.
Yeah, one day I'll actually... Even though I'm filming, we could literally film this right now, but...
It's fine.
Some other time. So yeah, you know the podcast, you guys. We're two comedians. We review a movie before seeing it, or preview it before seeing it, and then we review it again after seeing it.
Preview and review.
The preview review. This week we're seeing the
Nun.
instant classic, The Nun, which has flooded theaters to horrible reviews and a shit ton of money.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Horrible reviews? I haven't checked.
Pretty bad.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
So The Nun.
We could have seen Peppermint.
You know, I actually forgot that came out.
I really wanted to see that, actually.
So The Nun is a 46 on Metascore, 5.9 IMDb.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rough.
So for anyone who doesn't know, The Nun is a prequel to the Conjuring series, a prequel to the other prequels of the Conjuring series.
Okay, so what is the series? It's
so The Conjuring is
Conjuring 2.
The Conjuring 2, Annabelle Creation, and now The Nun.
Oh, okay. So this is before the Annabelle.
This is before everything.
Oh,
so
God
to
damn
catch
it.
anybody up who hasn't watched any of these movies, The Conjuring was, in my opinion, a well-crafted horror film. I enjoyed it. Thought it was very good.
I like that one, and I really like the second one.
I don't remember seeing the second.
Conjuring 2.
Yeah, I remember the second one.
It's pretty scary as shit.
Yeah.
Like the clap clap thing and the
yeah. But then the Annabelle movies came out after that, and the Annabelle focused on the doll from the first Conjuring.
Yeah.
The doll now possesses a little girl, and then she goes on a killing spree, and then it turns into Chucky, is what it does.
Yeah.
My daughter loves them. I think they're just meh, whatevs.
Awful.
But
my thing, I want to say this real quick. I watched The Conjuring 2, Insidious 2,
Insidious is very good.
and Sinister, all in the same week. So I don't remember which ones are which, really. So I thought this was I didn't know what this was a sequel or prequel to.
Yeah, so this is dating back. This is chronicling.
Is that a word?
Not right. Chronicling.
This one chronicles.
This one chronicles the origin of the demon. How you doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. Of the demon who originally possesses the first woman in the movie.
Yeah.
So the demon is the nun, and the nun was in one of the movies.
She was in.
I want to say Annabelle Creation.
No, she's in the first one. Because you see this creepy nun thing.
Was she in the first one?
I think, or maybe it was Insidious.
I just watched a recap video last night. I can't remember.
I was thinking she was in it. There was a nun type thing in Insidious. That's what I'm thinking.
This character has been introduced, and I'm pretty sure it was in one of the Annabelle films.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. But so the movie is just it's a priest with a haunted past and a novice on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate the death of a young nun in Romania and confront a malevolent force in the form of a demonic nun. So it's The Exorcist with a fucking nun.
This sounds terrible.
It's not going to be good, dude. Funny, somebody commented on our page next week, they just wrote Predators.
Yeah,
and
I saw that.
I said, are you telling us we should see the new Predator film, or are you calling us Predators?
And then he said, why not both?
Yeah, no, Joe Williams said, why not both?
Yeah.
Which is...
I'm like, that's funny, because neither of us are.
No, we're not. We're both pretty good gentlemen, actually.
Yeah, wrong accusations going around. The movie is The Predator.
It's called The Predator, yes.
The Predator.
It's not called Predators, which actually is a film that came out.
Predators is a film with Adrian Brody and Topher Grace and
Didn't
Lawrence
see that
Fishburne.
one. I stopped watching those movies a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, the new one's supposed to be decent. Shane Black directed it. There's a huge amount of controversy around that movie.
I know. I heard about that because that's so funny. Why would you employ a fucking child molester?
That's such a weird thing that he's right now currently getting away with.
Is he?
I enjoy Shane Black. I think he's a very great director. I think it's a stupid move to hire your friend who is a convicted sex offender.
He's done it in all his movies.
Yeah, I found that out recently, which is weird. Sorry, we're rambling. We're not talking about the movie, but we talk about movie news every now and then. Yeah, Shane Black cast one of his very good childhood friends in the new Predator film, and Olivia Munn found out that he's a registered sex offender. He did time in prison for having sex with a 16-year-old girl, I think it was. and so she brought it to attention to Paramount.
Yeah. The
And
whole
then-
story is like he did like his side of the story is that they didn't have sex or whatever, and it's also his like not cousin, but it's like his.
It's somebody he's known since he was a kid.
No. It's
I thought it was-
what?
I thought it
No,
was-
that wouldn't make any sense. No.
Shane Black? Shane Black?
Oh no, Shane Black. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the guy, his whole side of the story
He's
is
just
different.
claiming he didn't do it.
Yeah, but it's also like his niece or something. Like it's not even. It's like incestual.
Nobody
kind of
could
thing.
see, but I just made a real
He did.
puzzled dog look.
Yeah, it was. It's gross.
Yeah, so Olivia Munn went to Paramount. Paramount cut the guy out of the film, the right thing to do. Olivia
Yep.
Munn did the right thing. And Olivia Munn saying she faced backlash from her cast, which I think fucking sucks. Sterling
From
K.
her cast.
She said she faced, she felt blacklisted by her castmates for doing it.
Oh.
Although Sterling K. Brown came out. Shout out to Sterling K. Brown, great
I love
actor.
Sterling K.
He came out and said that he totally supports the decision, which he should. He did the right
everyone
thing.
should.
Yeah, Shane
Fuck
Black.
this
dude,
guy.
Come on, dude.
He fucked a kid.
That's fucking gross.
And I can't believe we're in a society where it's just like you have to pick between the woman or the guy who fucked a kid. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it's weird that the guy even. It's weird that there was ever even a controversy. She did the right thing. Shane Black should never have put him in the film.
No.
Anyway,
Wow.
Garrett, what do you think The Nun's going to be like?
Shit. I'm not excited for this movie at all. Oh, Jesus, I just took my ID band off. Oh, whatever.
Oh, well, you already
I'm
know.
not drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I totally did that accidentally. I think it's going to be terrible, and I'm not excited, and it'll probably have jump scares. It doesn't seem like from the trailer, you're like, oh, it's jump scares for sure. And if at least one of them is like original and okay, I'll be fine with that. But
Yeah.
it's going to be bad. I'm
Yeah.
going to say right now, I'm going to give it
We're skipping right to the rating. All right.
2 rosary beads. Like, not even rosary bead necklaces, just 2 rosary beads out of 10.
2 individual rosary beads. That's a great rating.
Thank you. I'm proud of it.
That's pretty funny. This movie, we don't need. The thing about horror films, and the thing that sucks about horror films, is they make a shit ton of money and they're dirt cheap to make.
Yep.
The Nun has already made, what's the number? It's a stupid amount, like 58 million or some shit this
Oh
past
my
weekend.
Jesus
So they're gonna make
Christ.
another one, and they're gonna keep making these Conjuring films, and it's like, I wish we would adopt the British television business model of film.
Yeah.
And that is, if it's good, just leave it alone. Like, you're done. You don't
You're
need to do
done.
anything else.
Yep.
Like, Sherlock takes 6 years off because every time they make a series, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then they're like, all right, we're done. We don't need to do this again. I wish America would do that.
I do
Like,
too.
The Conjuring was really good. The Conjuring 2 I thought was fine. Annabelle was like, ugh. Annabelle
Yeah, no one-
creation, I was like, why is this happening? The
Yeah.
Nun, like, just stop when you're ahead, guys. Come on, man. It's
Yeah.
like, there's a story in Grand Rapids about a guy who robbed 2 banks the other day. He
Wow.
robbed 2 banks in the same day and got away with both of them. My thing is, after you get away with the first bank robbery, stop. Like, you just robbed a bank, dude.
But he did 2 and
he
got
did
away
2
with
and get, well, yeah.
Did he get captured?
Well, that's the problem, though. He didn't get captured. That's the problem. That's what it is with Hollywood films.
That's great.
They're like,
Good for him. That's amazing. He robbed 2 banks.
the guy robbed 2 banks, 2 Fifth Third banks within like a mile radius of each other.
and got away with
yeah,
it.
they had a hostage standoff at the second one. It was
What?
right by my house.
And he got away with
And
it?
he got away. He like stuck out the back somehow. They couldn't find him.
Oh
they
my
still never found the guy.
God. It's me.
They got pictures of him. He's like a little black dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh. It's you.
It's me.
No, you're
It's
not
me,
old.
guys.
You're not old.
It's totes me. Yeah, I don't know. I just wish they would just stop when the movie is good.
Yeah.
Just don't do anything. Breaking Bad, 5 seasons, all they needed.
Done.
It was fucking done. It was great.
Which they even took months off between the first and second parts of season 5.
Yeah, well, it's like Game of Thrones is ending. It's after next season because they're like, we're out of stories.
Good.
We're not gonna try to fucking milk it. Why do it?
Yep.
Look at The Walking Dead. Like, that show used to be great television, and now it's just fucking garbage.
shit.
Because they're running it into the ground. I'm sorry. It's not like Alex Jones. I'm sorry.
That's my impression of Alex Jones.
So this movie stars nobody you've ever heard of.
Great. Is it PG-13 or R?
It's R. Thank God.
Okay, well that's a saving grace. Hey, saving grace. It's called The Nun. Did you get my pun?
Oh yeah.
It's a saving grace. Oh, jeez, that
Oh,
took...
we got Rick over here. Rick Sanchez in the house. Hi, Rick. How you doing? Maybe call her Rochelle. I don't know.
Rick Shell?
There's a woman here dressed in a very good Rick Sanchez costume. We should describe the atmosphere.
Oh, yeah.
Let's describe the atmosphere.
Yeah, let's do it halfway through. Oh, and we got... You didn't even recognize Morty with her.
Oh, Morty's with her. All right.
That's why she...
She's doing it. Can you come here? Do you mind being on our podcast?
Jeez.
That's perfect.
So what is your name?
I'm Sydney.
Cindy?
Sydney like Australia.
Cindy like Australia. Hi, I'm Mike Logan.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Garrett Elzinga.
Nice to meet you.
And what's your name?
Nice to meet you.
Obviously, Rick.
Alright.
Legit.
I'm Chick Rick.
Chick Rick. Chick Rick!
That's good.
Chick Rick, Rick and Pickle Rick!
Got a good Swifty here.
Is that a Pickle Rick?
I have a Pickle Rick.
You have a Pickle Rick. You have a good Swifty. How is your drink?
It tastes like a mule.
Let's shove this over here
Yeah,
a little bit.
yeah,
Are you plugged in?
yeah. You're fine. You can take it away.
All right, ladies. We have a movie podcast that we do. It's very popular, hugely. Joe Rogan talks about us all the time, and then he smokes us down with Elon Musk. No, we're totally kidding about all that. But we do have a podcast, and so we're out here for this. We love Rick and Morty. I have a cat named Morty.
That's incredible.
Yeah, could you guys just give me some Rick and Morty banter?
Jeez, man. Put me on the spot.
All right, Morty, we gotta get it together, Morty.
I don't know if I can,
Come
man.
on, you gotta get it together, Morty. We
This
gotta talk for these guys here. Come on, Morty.
Please.
It's legit so far.
Good.
I gotta get all raspy.
Yeah, it's really good. Just smoke 8 cigarettes right before
okay.
you're about to do it.
Yeah,
like
noted.
rapid fire.
There you go.
And if you
Noted.
don't smoke, that makes it even better.
There you go.
Oh, well, that's it. We just wanted to get on there. Our podcast is called This Better Be Good. We just review movies.
Oh, then this better be good.
It usually is.
All right.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now I fixed it.
We're making fans, 2 at a time.
That's fine. They'll never listen to us.
Yeah, probably not.
You should get business cards. You can just hand them out
For
to
This Better Be
people.
Good. That's a really good idea, actually. Because I tell people about the podcast.
Is it a good idea?
I don't know, Morty. You tell me. What do you think?
Oh, I don't know, Rick. Oh. All right, that's all I
Oh,
got.
the girls are back. They're so good at it.
Oh man.
So yeah, I don't know.
I love that they left. They left
Yeah,
immediately.
they were like, we don't want to talk to these guys.
Oh, bye bye. All right. So
But yeah, that's those are a pretty cool atmosphere. If you guys aren't here, we're gonna talk you through it right now. We're inside the distillery. It's pretty relaxed in here. They're playing Rick and Morty on the television. People I think are coming in here to kind of escape the heat because it's like the last remnants of summer right now.
yeah, I turned my air conditioner on before I left today.
Yeah, it's fucking hot. And then outside is just there's probably a good 500-600 people outside.
Woo!
They're all waiting in line to buy merch and just hang out. They're gonna do some Rick and Morty trivia, I think, at some point. But it's a cool event. We just, I don't know, instead of being in a stuffy old movie theater. There you go, Garrett.
In honor.
You're doing a bang up job over there, Garrett.
Oh, thanks.
You sound a lot like, oh god, you sound a lot like a parallel dimension genius or something. I don't know.
I think their impression was better.
I think it was. I got too much pride to make my voice sound that shitty.
That's all right.
I'm kidding. I know.
I know.
I have no pride. I'm kidding. I have all the pride, guys. Say it loud. Gain no pride. All right. What are we at? Oh, 22 minutes.
No, we're not. Because I started like 8 minutes before we recorded.
Oh, so we're at like.
however math
I'm bad at
works.
math. Nice.
16. We're at 16.
16 minutes. Let's talk about some movie news real quick. We just talked
Well,
about.
I mean, let's talk more about The Nun.
The Nun.
Because, so the first 2 Conjuring movies stars Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga.
Yeah.
Those are the 2 continuing actors from
Those
the
are
first
great
2.
characters in those
Great
movies, too. They're
characters,
fantastic.
great actors.
Yeah.
And then they're gone with Annabelle.
Yeah,
because it
it's a
goes, it's a
prequel.
prequel.
Yeah.
And then Annabelle Creation is a prequel to that prequel. And then this is a prequel to those 2 prequels.
It's a lot of prequels here.
So this is a prequel.
This is
if you will.
George Lucas's version of a horror film.
Fuck him.
Put a Wookiee
anyway,
in it.
Put a Wookiee in it. So, yeah, I'm just very annoyed that this is a thing because there are so many other movies that should be made. Like, the state of horror right now in film is the fact that so many original horror movies are coming out.
Yeah.
Like, It Follows,
Get Out.
Get Out.
The John Krasinski one.
No.
It Comes at Night. Great
Yeah.
movie.
A
Joel
Quiet-
Edgerton.
A Quiet Place.
Yeah, we've got some great horror movies in the last couple
And then
years.
we have a fucking another sequel.
Well, the thing is,
and then
too-
this one makes a ton of money, and it's like, where were you guys for all the other ones?
Well, Get Out was a success. A Quiet Place was a success. It Follows was quieter, not much success.
Yeah. They Come at Night.
They Come at Night was not a huge success. But all 4 of those movies, 90% or above on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, they're,
they're
at
all-
least original.
Yeah, they're all great, high concept, original horror films. But for the most part, people aren't seeing it.
No.
People are used to it's safety. Like they're
More
like,
people saw It, which was a remake. Which
Yeah,
it's
it's a
fine.
good movie,
It's
but-
good, but it's like Stranger Things is better.
I agree. It did feel a lot like Stranger Things with a bigger baddie, I guess.
Yeah,
Not
with like an R-rated Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Like
and I think they were really pumping on that 80s nostalgia, which is flowing through right now.
Yep.
But I mean, I don't know. The Nun is just until the end of time, we're always gonna get horror films like this.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen every year around end of September, beginning of October. People are gonna flock to the movies to see the latest crap churned out, and it'll never stop.
Which is funny because did you see Jigsaw?
I didn't, but you said it's good.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
And the problem with the Saw movies is that they kept going, which they should have stopped. But then, so 1 is good. I mean, I'm going by general consensus of what people think.
1 is great.
1 is
Yeah.
classic. 2 is good. 3 is good. 4 is all right now. 5 is the worst. But 6 is really good.
Which one was Saw 3D? Was that the third one or the fourth?
7.
One? Seventh one. That's
Th-
so confusing.
then 7. Yeah, no, this is the title. This is the titles of the Saw franchise. I did a joke about it, and it never worked. Saw, Saw 2, Saw 3, Saw 4, Saw 5, Saw 6, Saw 3D. And then when it came onto video, it was, or not video, what am I, fucking 90? When it came onto DVD
When I
and
got
Blu-ray,
it in Blackbuster.
it was called Saw the Final Chapter.
Yeah.
And then years later, they make Jigsaw, which is a great title, and that movie was great.
Well, I think also the title thing has a lot to do with we're just running out of titles for films, and you keep making so many of them.
Yeah.
Like, look at Predator. Like, they've already named the movie The Predator, Predators, and Predator. Like,
Well, Predator, Predator 2, and then if we're Alien versus Predator,
Yeah.
Aliens versus Predator, Requiem,
yeah.
and then Predators and The Predator.
Which is, it's
So
like,
it's like they're trying to restart this whole thing continuously.
well, it's like the Fast and Furious movies. Like, Fast and Furious. Well, Fast and Furious. No,
The Fast and the Furious, Too Fast, Too Furious, Fast and the Furious, Tokyo Drift, Fast and Furious, Fast 5.
Fast 5, Furious 6.
Is that really what it was called?
Yeah, and then the 7th one was just called Fast and Furious.
No, that's
Yeah, I'm pretty
4.
sure.
Fast and Furious.
Wait, what was the 7th one just called?
So I
Is
think
it Furious 7? Fast franchise.
is it, and the 8th one's called The Fate of the Furious, right?
The 7th one is The Fate of the Furious. There is no 8th one yet.
No, you're wrong.
I don't think I am.
I think you're wrong.
We're going to find out right now.
Because 8 is The Fate of the Furious.
All right, The Fast and the Furious.
Because Paul Walker died during 7?
Okay, you're right. Furious 7 is just called Furious 7.
What about 6?
Fast and Furious 6.
So Fast 5, Fast and Furious 6,
Furious
7,
and The
Fate of the Furious.
Furious.
Boom!
Why don't they just I don't know. Why don't they just give them numbers? Just don't even come up with
Because
stupid
they're trying.
creative names.
It honestly doesn't matter what they name them
Just so
because
they see it.
everyone will see it.
Yeah.
That is another franchise that just makes a ton of fucking money. Everyone loves those movies, and they are dog shit. They are terrible.
They're my guilty pleasure. I love them. I hated the
Oh,
last
God.
one. I hated the last one, but I love those movies. We'll disagree till the sun comes up on that one. But I mean, I acknowledge that they're dog shit when I watch them, but I enjoy the escapism of them. I enjoy how fun they are. I enjoy that they don't take themselves too seriously.
They used to though. That's the thing. That's so
Well,
weird.
I think once they embraced the absurdity of the things that were happening in the films, I think it made the movies better. Like I said, the last one though, The Fate of the Furious, I thought was absolutely atrocious, and not even like I couldn't even turn my brain off and enjoy that one.
Wow.
Like it was just bad. Like there were just so many just things that made no sense in the universe of Fast and Furious that didn't make sense. Which is saying a lot because this is a movie where Vin Diesel once jumped off of a bridge, caught somebody, and then had a car break his fall on the other end of the bridge. I'm talking about this universe where I said watching the Fate of the Furious, that doesn't make any sense.
Wow.
Like, that's how bad that movie is. This is a franchise where they pulled down a fucking aircraft carrier plane with 5 supercars. And I still found things in Fate of the Furious that I was like, that can't happen.
What did that one happen in? 7?
5th one.
Oh.
When they tied like bungees or whatever to like, because this plane was taking off on a runway.
Yeah.
And then they had all these cars in the back of the plane. Then Vin and his gang comes driving up in other cars. They shoot harpoons in the bottom of the plane and then pull that plane down and the plane pulls in a ball of fire.
That is so stupid.
Best part about it is this plane is going on this runway in movie time for about 15 minutes.
Oh yeah.
Which means that runway had to have been about 29 miles long.
Yeah.
But this is the universe they've established, and I still found things in the Fate of the Furious where I was like, that can't be real.
Man.
It was bad.
I don't even have anything to say. I just won't watch those movies. All right, so we have rambled on plenty long enough.
Yeah, you guys know how much we hate. Well, how much Garrett hates Fast and the Furious movies.
Have we talked about it on the pod?
Fast and the Furious?
Yeah, I don't
No, that'd
think
be a
we
good
have.
mini-sode, though.
Oh, that would be.
Oh, you know what I was thinking too? You don't have to leave this in, but
I will.
The Coen Brothers have a new movie coming out on Netflix.
What?
Yeah, it looks real goddamn good too.
Of course it does. It's
and I'm
Coen
thinking
Brothers.
we could do like a mini episode on it.
We could just do
Or
an
a regular
episode.
episode on it. Yeah.
We just do an
So we don't
episode.
have to go to a movie theater. I'll make you some dinner or some shit. We'll be like old times.
That's very sweet.
Yeah. Anyway, now you guys just heard us gape all over each other.
Well, yeah.
So my arbitrary rating. Your rating again is
2 rosary beads.
2 individual rosary beads
Yep.
out of 10. I'm assuming. My rate. I'm gonna give this The Nun. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it 2 Hannibal Buress Catholic Church jokes.
Oh, that.
Out of 10.
I don't remember that.
So where Hannibal he performed at a Catholic university,
Oh,
and they gave him that
yeah.
list of things he couldn't say,
Yeah.
and then he read the list aloud at the university on stage,
And then they can't.
said, they gave me all this list, and my first thought was, aren't y'all a group of people that fuck boys? And then they cut
Yeah.
off his microphone.
That's funny.
Yeah, so listen to this trailer, stick around. Next time I'm sure it'll be quieter, we'll probably be at the theater, and we'll be back in a couple minutes.
Bye, guys.
I had a series of visions when I was younger. And after each one ended, the same thought would be stuck in my head.
What did you see?
I saw a nun. Word of my visions reached the church, and I was asked to accompany a priest to an abbey in Romania.
The Abbey has a long history.
Valak.
Not all good.
What?
Finnegan Dale. Callahan's here.
Sister, please. This way.
Hello?
Welcome back to the show.
Hi, Mike.
Hey, Garrett.
How are you?
Hey, man. Hey,
That was a
good.
fun experience, right?
I believe I said it in the theater. Dumbest demon ever.
Really quick, so people just listen to pretty much 45 seconds of silence in a movie trailer. It's all you're seeing. You just look for the thing online if you want to. Also, don't waste your time. It's some dumb jump scare where like there's a nun who hasn't said her vows yet, and she's walking, and then there's a nun that comes up behind her, and then it's a big, long, slow
That's in the
thing.
trailer?
Yeah, it's in the trailer. And then she turns around and sees it, and then she says, "Sister," and then fucking she get like some thing
Say
comes out at
sister
the
again,
side
like
of her, and it sister. I fucking hated this movie.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Speaking of Jesus Christ,
Hey, oh God.
spoiler free for a couple minutes. This movie was not.
What is there a train? It's a train.
I feel like a train's about to hit something.
Yeah. Wish it would hit this theater.
Well,
Not the theater, but
yeah.
the movie.
Just
if
the
it could
movie.
just hit the
If
movie.
the metaphorical train could hit the literal movie, that'd be fantastic.
You mean the literal train could hit the literal movie?
No, you'd want a metaphorical train to hit the movie.
Oh, I see.
You don't want a train. If it hit the movie, it'd crash to the movie theater. People would die.
Yeah, oh, you're right. Yeah, I was still thinking of an actual train. Oh boy.
Yeah, that movie wasn't that fantastic.
You can take the word "that" right out of that sentence.
Well, Garrett, what are your thoughts? Let's.
Spoiler free. It started. Okay. Spoiler free. Let's see here. It's bad. I am a big fan of horror
I like the
movies.
smell of fresh tobacco.
Thank you.
It's a good smell.
I'm a big fan of horror movies, and I love original ones. I really do. And I even love like the schlocky kind of like this is bad, but it's fun. It's bad. This wasn't that at all. This was just
derivative. I think is the word to look
It's derivative, and each act of the movie follows some other type of film.
for. Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
there's
the
that.
first act is a murder mystery, second act's a horror
Yeah.
film, third act's a comedy.
Well, if I was gonna say third act is like spelunking, fucking Indiana Jones type shit.
Yeah, it's like a
just
weird. It gets a weird. Once the Frenchie comes back, it's a weird
There's
Brendan
like
Fraser.
yeah, like the Mummy, more like the Dummy.
Wow, this guy,
And
village idiot.
Cringiana Jones. It was so bad. And the Kingdom of the Crystal Dull.
Wow,
This
these are
movie
good.
was-
These are great puns.
But I was thinking about it the whole third act. This movie is so boring.
Cringiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Doll. That's great.
It is blissful dull.
Oh, Blissful Doll.
Yeah, let's do blissful dull. Cringiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Blissful Dull. This movie sucked. This movie is awful.
Okay.
That's what I think.
I think the movie did one thing that I found enjoyable, and that was the cemetery scene when
The bell's ringing and he's trapped in the coffin.
There's a scene towards the middle of the movie that I thought if the entire movie could have achieved that, it would have been good, at least good. But I feel like that one scene was good. It was well paced. It was tense.
Yeah.
Like it was a good scene.
There was cross-cutting.
Yeah, it was
This
very
movie-
good. And then the rest of the movie was just shit.
Here's my problem with it. It was tonally all over the place.
Yeah.
Like here, it's supposed to be taken seriously. It fucking starts with a nun hanging herself.
Yeah, it's very serious.
And then later we have one-liners like it's Last
Yeah,
Action
they're throwing
Hero.
zings
What
around
the
like nobody's
fuck?
like a lot of zingers were
Yeah.
thrown around. We're done with spoiler free.
Yeah.
If you plan on seeing the movie, I guess tune out, but you're not going to.
No, I suggest keep listening because this movie's bad.
Yeah,
It could
so-
be as bad as The Phantom.
So the problem is, like Garrett says, the movie starts out with the nun hanging herself, and we're left to assume that it's because this demon needs to take over somebody's body, so the nun sacrifices herself so the demon cannot escape this
Which
castle.
is purely obvious. We get it as
Yeah.
the viewers.
They don't need to spell it out for us. It made sense. Then it cuts to this father who gets assigned to figure out what happened to the nun.
Also, we're told it happens in 1957. I'm pretty sure
53,
that's the year. 53? Was it 53?
Yeah.
Okay. 1953.
So they send a priest out to, exorcise the demon.
So
and
Father Karras.
he brings a sister who is new to nunning. He brings her along. She's had a history of visions. And the visions, too, linked with the fucking other characters.
I honestly
We'll get to
think.
that. We'll get to that.
We'll get to it, but for sure.
So then they go to this castle where this nun committed suicide. They find a demon there. Then they have to go figure out why the demon is there and how to get rid of the demon. But the first act is very serious. Very serious.
Very serious. It's like Exorcist. It all starts Exorcist.
Yeah, it's very ecstasy vibe. It's he's got a meeting with the at the Vatican. Got to go investigate this apparent suicide. They recruit this woman, this bright-eyed. Like it's very like the world-weary veteran exorciser
Yep.
with the new upstart girl who's just kind of on the she's got all spunk. And then they go to this castle, and it's very creepy and scary. Not scary, but it's very creepy and very serious. In the second act, you're introduced to another character named Frenchie.
Well, he's in the first act.
Oh, he's in the first act. But
He's in the first act,
He's
but
their
he goes
guide.
away for the second act.
Because he's the guy who discovers the nun. He's their guide. He takes them there. He's gone in the second act.
And really creepy. Like he's
He's very pervy.
creepy.
Like he's real pervy.
Like
The
he
second she
finds
comes-
out she's a nun, and he was like kissing her hand and holding her hand or whatever when he met her, like trying to be all dapper and shit, and wearing his fucking what are those called?
his old-timey onesie underwear.
No, it's
Long underwear. Long Johns.
Long Johns.
Long
Yeah,
Johns,
yeah,
yeah.
Long John Silvers. So he's wearing his Long John Silvers, and he's like trying to hit on her shit, and then he finds out she's a nun, and he's like, "Oh, sorry."
Oh, my
and then
boner went
is
away.
still creepy.
Yeah, he's creepy.
Like trying to get her, like, "Oh, you didn't say your vows."
You
or
didn't make your
whatever?
vows yet?
Oh, sweet! I can put my tongue in your throat. It
Yeah,
was
let
crazy.
me throat fuck your face. Oh, jeez.
Throat fuck your face.
I mean, what else are you gonna throat fuck?
Parental advisory.
So yeah, second act, they're in the castle. Creepy, spooky things happen. Jump scare.
So many jump scares.
Second act is where the cemetery scene happens. And what happens is the father gets lured out of his bedroom at night by the demon projecting itself as a failed exorcism that he had earlier in the movie.
And it's convenient that this is the first time we're seeing it because the previous scene was him explaining this whole story to the nun.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, that's how the demon knew. 'Cause
Yeah.
He said the story out loud.
yeah. Oh, is that?
I mean, that's what I would take
because
away
the
from
demon
it.
knew that she didn't say her vows
Yeah.
immediately, and that
Yeah.
wasn't fucking said.
Maybe you
on
can
the-
just tell. Like if you're a
You
demon.
can't just tell that he's had a failed exorcism. Fuck this movie.
So then he gets lured out into a cemetery. It's pretty creepy. There's no jump scares in that scene. It's a
No,
lot
there
of,
are. With the snake coming out of the demon and like, jumping at him, and then it jumps to the camera. It's
but
a
like
jump
just getting
scare.
him out of there, just like Father, like he gets
like,
the
that
ghost
was-
whispers into his ear, and you
it's
hear it
pretty-
in the back of the theater.
Yeah.
and so like that was well done. I liked that. The most of that scene was constructed well, like a good horror movie should be. And then he ends up getting out of that predicament. But then the third act comes, and Frenchie gets reintroduced into the plot, and all of a sudden, Frenchie is a full-blown comedic relief.
Yep.
Like zinging one-liners and brings a shotgun to like he shoots a demon with a shotgun and
Yeah.
somehow it works.
Yeah.
Fucking him and the priest are like zinging one-liners at each other.
It's so
fucking
like
weird.
It's almost like studio interference, where the studio came back in and was like, "Okay, we don't like this last act." It's the whole third act, like right when he comes back in.
Yeah, the second he comes back.
And it's like we got to rewrite, we got to reshoots and stuff like that, and it literally seems tacked onto this movie. Like it ends the same way The Mummy did with Tom Cruise, like that kind of thing.
I haven't seen it.
Oh, it's bad.
I heard it was.
But it's that same kind of thing, and it's like it didn't work then. Why would you think it would work now? And it doesn't fit with the tone of this movie.
Yeah, it threw the tone off
It was
completely.
so bad. Like, how many times did I throw my arms out, being like, "What the fuck?" How many times did you count? 'Cause
I
lost
counted
count.
4.
Oh God, it's a lot. And like so many of the lines that were said, I was just like, "Why would you say that in this situation?"
Which brings me to one of my two biggest complaints about the movie. The way you defeat this demon is by there's a fucking glass ball thing in the basement of this church that you have to get this special skeleton key to find, and Saint Mary points the way to it with like this dumb light thing raying,
Which-
like, a ray of light coming in and bouncing off of her finger,
Which is straight out of Raiders of the Lost Ark.
But the thing you use to defeat this demon is, are you ready? Perfectly preserved, still in liquid form, the blood of Jesus Christ.
Now, my question: A, how do they get it? B, this question has a lot of different parts. Okay. B, why didn't the nuns think of this earlier? They had the skeleton key the entire time.
I don't
They're just
think
sitting
they-
around fucking praying.
I don't think they knew
constantly.
where it was.
Oh my God! Mary points the way. It's so like that. That was said by one of the or no, she saw
One
that
of the
in
nuns in her
vision,
vision, yeah.
and then he saw the pointing of the finger,
Yeah.
and she didn't. So they made the connections differently.
Yeah.
And then they could have figured it out. Are you kidding me?
Also, is it weird that there was...
They knew the history of the thing because one of the nuns told her the whole thing, and they knew that
Yeah.
skeleton key was a thing that like they knew everyone knew a different part of information, but they could have all came to the same conclusion the same way. It's terrible writing.
Yeah.
And third, a part of this thing, the blood of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's what.
It's funny because we find all this stuff out in a huge exposition dump by one of the nuns.
Yes, which is not there, by the way. Like,
Yeah.
the second act of this movie is a bunch of apparitions. None of these things are actually happening. They're all like both her and the priest are seeing
the
things
girl
that aren't happening.
The girl is in this convent, whatever it's called, this place, and she's interacting with all these nuns during the whole second act, and she's learning about the history of the castle. And then by the third act, you find out that this has all been an elaborate vision.
Yeah.
And there's no other nuns there. The other nun died looks like years ago, and so she's been having visions, telling her where to find all these things throughout the whole film. Which brings us to one of the biggest problem I think in the film. And this is a casting problem. They cast. Oh crap! What's her name?
Yeah, pull it up.
It's a very hard to pronounce name. Here we go. They cast. That's The Conjuring. Wrong movie.
If it's Connie, I'm gonna laugh my dick off.
What's
It's
the
very
fuck?
hard to pronounce. Connie.
Okay. So they cast Taissa Farmiga. Farmiga is
Farmiga.
Farmiga, who is the daughter of Vera Farmiga.
Yep.
Who is the star of the first two Conjuring films.
Yes.
Taissa Farmiga looks exactly like Vera Farmiga. Like, it looks like she is her daughter. It's very obvious.
Yeah.
To the point where both Garrett and I were under the stern assumption that this was some sort of... Because the movie's a prequel and it's set before the Conjuring films, we thought it was Vera Farmiga's character from The Conjuring as
The
a
whole
young
time.
person. The whole movie. Because it looks like her... She suffers the same flashbacks as Vera Farmiga's character does in The Conjuring. And then we Google it and find out that they are not the same character. They have different names. They're
Yep.
different people, which fucks up the whole movie for me because you watch the whole film and you think this is clearly her as a younger person.
That makes sense.
It makes total sense.
And then you look at the names of the characters from this movie and then the Conjuring movies, completely different names.
Yeah.
They have different names.
So they're different people, and then they have
Unless she changed her name, which isn't said at
never,
all.
Never, no. And I mean, it's even said too that like Patrick Wilson's character, they've known each other for years. They were married for like 10 years at least.
Yeah.
So there's no room for it to be her in this movie.
And in the last scene of the movie, the Frenchie, his name is Maurice, he touches the back of his neck and there's an upside down cross that you see there. And then he becomes possessed 20 years later.
Yeah, like the possession lay dormant for 20 years.
Yeah, fuck you.
So then in the movie, Frenchie fights the demon as the demon's trying to kill all of them, which brings me to another problem I had.
I think I know the same
Frenchie
problem.
fights the demon, and then you think that the demon tries to kill Frenchie and just gets away. That's what they lead you to believe, and then you find out later that the demon actually possessed Frenchie, and then it lay dormant for 20 fucking years. But the fucking demon monologued to Frenchie.
Yes.
When the demons got Frenchie, right? Demons possessed the main character, the sister.
Yeah.
She's got the blood of Jesus hanging around her neck in a little bulb. So she's a possessed demon now.
It is like a Christmas ornament.
Yeah, she fucking flies toward Frenchie. She's choking Frenchie out. The demon is now saying things like, you're an idiot Frenchman, like, you're a failure to your community.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why does this demon have a grudge against Frenchie? Why is this demon monologuing to Frenchie? Just fucking kill. You're a demon. You have one goal, and that's just to be evil.
Yeah.
Why are you fucking taunting to kill the dude?
It pulled a Thanos on Loki.
Oh my
is
god!
What it did.
It's like you should have gone for the fucking head. Like what he did,
Yeah.
man. And it's just like as he's monologuing, Frenchie then like unlocks this bulb of Jesus blood. I wish this didn't sound as ridiculous as it is, but this is the movie.
So stupid.
And then he wipes it on the demon's face. The demon's like, ah! And it's just.
And then the demon comes out of her. Hi. Sorry.
You guys seeing The Nun?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you should just not. Yep, you should not.
Don't just let them find out for themselves.
Well, no, I want to save people. This one's that bad. I want to save people.
Oh, can't save ourselves from that movie. We just it was just bad, and the whole movie for me, I kept thinking for the first hour, 45 minutes to an hour, I'm like, this is fine. Like I was like, this is awful. It's fine. That third act fucked whatever was left of that movie.
I was interested in seeing what happened. Although, like, there's some things in this movie where it's just like, okay, so the demon is fucking relentless. The demon is just everywhere in this fucking convent. Yeah. And then not conveniently sometimes.
Plot-wise, he would just disappear. The demon would just disappear. Like when the whole time they like.
And also, I'm standing up. Well, I gotta sit down.
Yeah, you gotta.
And also, one of the expositions that you're given is that the demon doesn't possess. It just takes on the shape of a nun.
Yeah.
And we all know that it's not us. Like, it tries to look like us, but it is not us. And it's like, why who fucking care? Why would he do that then? You know it's not.
The demon did a lot of like fuckery. Like he would just fuck with people. Like he wouldn't kill them.
Yeah.
Which is weird. Maybe
which is like
they're saying he was drawing more power. He's becoming more powerful. Maybe he wasn't powerful enough to kill them. But I mean, just a lot of. And then the movie suffers from characters just making the dumbest choices.
Yeah.
Like I can't stand. This is why I fucking hate horror movies. It's because it's just filled with characters making stupid fucking choices. Like if you're about to escape some place and you're like, oh, I just gotta get to my horse. My horse is 20 feet away. Just gotta walk right to my horse.
But I'm gonna
hop
turn
on
around.
it. Then you hear you see a fucking nun in the woods. Me, I'd be like, no, fuck that nun. I'm gonna get on my horse and get the fuck out of here. But no,
I'm about to go through the delivery door. Oh, there's a bell jingling. I better look
I'm
and
gonna
see
go follow this bell. Oh, piece of candy. Like fuck
that
them.
hasn't been a thing the entire fucking movie. Like
just,
bells jingling.
And
Jesus.
if you're a horror film, we don't mind your main characters getting stuck in places or getting captured, but make it smart. Make them get trapped while doing something that isn't stupid. Like don't make them fucking choose between going down. It's like, oh, go down this room with all this hallway with all the crosses and the smoke emanating and a sign that says there is no God here.
Yeah.
Or don't. Like, why would you
The biggest thing, okay, this movie is terrible, but everyone saw it, and we just paid money to go see it. This movie just made $20 because
we
saw
paid
it.
money because of this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be seeing this movie with the podcast.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, this movie made a bunch of money. They're gonna make another fucking movie. I don't know. Who gives a fuck? They fucking kill me.
God. Fuck this movie.
Fucking the best part is just listening to you know what? Pay the price of admission just to hear the nun describe how they defeat the demon the first time. It's so comically over the top when the Crusaders, like the Jesus Crusaders, come busting into the door of the castle while the demon's in there. And they've got all these knights who are wearing like the cliched
Knights of Templar
Knights outfits. And then she just says, they had the blood of Jesus. And then it's like, whoa! Like, it's like
my thing is like, okay.
Fuck telling us that they had the blood of Jesus. Tell us how the fuck you got the blood of Jesus.
Yeah.
That's what I want to know.
You turn to me and you're like, this is a more interesting movie. And it's like, yes, it actually is.
The flashback of her describing how they destroyed the demon was a far more interesting movie. You had bombs going off and the blood of Jesus.
So that's the thing is they went in there, they shut the demon inside of the thing or whatever because there was
inside of a gate underneath the ground.
Yeah, and then the reason that he came back was because the bombing
in World War II.
In World War II,
World
War II hit the convent and then released this evil, but not past the crucifixes that were.
Yeah, there's tons of crucifixes there.
Yeah, meant to keep the evil in and not out, which I've heard 1,000 times in horror movies. Ugh.
Just turn them upside down. I never understood that about horror films. If you could just turn all the crosses upside down, just fucking turn them all upside down.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't see this movie, guys. Garrett, what's your rating after seeing it? I gotta get some food.
-45 beads. And then I mean necklaces. I don't mean bead. I mean 45 bead candy necklaces.
I give this. Every film has to have one pervert in it out of.
It's funny because he was made to be the guy you hate, and then he redeemed himself by
becoming
the woman?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah, what the?
There's
fuck?
We'll give you an example. We've been telling you about all the one-liners. We'll give you an example. Towards the end of the film, when the sister and the father and Frenchie to finally find Jesus' blood in a wall, the sister pulls the blood out, which is in like I said, I'm trying to describe
ornament.
Looks like a large, clear Christmas ornament.
Yes.
That's got a vial in it. That's Jesus' blood.
Which is a cross.
A cross vial.
Of course it's a cross.
He fucking pulls it out, and then the father says, the blood of Jesus Christ. And then Frenchie says, holy shit. And then the father says, the holiest of shit.
He doesn't say the holiest. He says the holiest. There's another line in this movie where early in the movie he says that he is Frenchie says that he's French, French Canadian. So whatever. But then when the demon is shitting on him for being French or whatever, he goes, "I'm French Canadian," and then smears the blood on the face.
It's like an Arnold Schwarzenegger line.
What? What? Are we supposed to laugh at this?
I don't know. It's just you don't put comedy in horror movies.
No,
it's a horror movie. Nobody went there to laugh.
If you only put the comedy in if it has to relieve the tension.
This isn't Scream. This is
yes, it's not meta. And the idea too is the entire third act, every other line is supposed to be funny, or something happens that's supposed to be funny. It's so fucking
fuck that movie. I'm gonna go home and eat.
Good God, where are you going?
I'm going home to eat.
Oh yeah, all right. I'm gonna go home and eat too.
I'm on the road a lot next month, so I gotta save some money.
Nice. Well, you're on the road, so you get money.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I want to do things while I'm on the road.
Oh, I got you.
Garrett, tell the people where you're at this weekend.
Dr. Grin's Comedy Club, everybody. I'm going to be there tomorrow. Well, this is going to go up tomorrow, right? Mm-hmm. So Thursday, I'm here. I'm at Dr. Grin's tonight, and Friday and Saturday, Julian McCullough is the headliner. He'll be very funny.
And I will be in Akron, Ohio, Friday and Saturday.
What's in
Akron?
Akron?
At the None Too Fragile Theater.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so if you're in Shithole, Ohio, come on down to the None Too Fragile Theater and see me. I'll be featuring for Mike Jeter.
Is it spelled Nun, N-U-N? God damn, I'm funny.
The holiest of it. All right, everybody. Thanks for listening. What do we think? Terrible?
Just save your money.
I'm Mike Logan.
I'm Garrett Elziga.
And that was terrible.